Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Gazza9919 here, and what we're going to be doing today in this video is a couple of little mods for the Beamer. Now, one of these mods I haven't received yet, but I will be receiving tomorrow, so I'm just going to put it all in one video. You guys won't even notice the difference. First one that we're going to be doing, which I can film now, and what we're doing first, is these. Now, these are the LED side indicators that are tinted. The reason for these, and I know they're a bit yobbo-y, but the problem is with the old ones is with bulbs is over time the orange bulbs, you know, they tend to fade and you get more of a white flash instead of an orange, and I just don't like the look of the sort of clear look. I think it looks like it's got a bit of a better profile about it if it's tinted. The other thing I'm going to be doing, which I'll probably record after this video or something, but still keeping the same video, is the rear LED plate lights. I haven't got any covers for these, so I've been meaning to replace them for a while, so instead of messing about with bulbs, I'm just going to replace the whole lot, convert to LED, because the LEDs that you can buy for the rear plates are like all one fixed sealed unit, so you ain't got to mess about. Now, bit of juicy news for you. In the next few weeks, I will be rebuilding the coolant system. I've had a couple of bits through for this. I've got some bits upstairs. So I have this, which I realised went not too long ago. And this is the heat control valve. Essentially, this does what it says on the tin. So for your fans in cabin, you sometimes find that one side works better than the other. One side's colder, one side's hotter. This is down to this little guy, and mine has failed, and it's making a sort of thump thump when on tick over, and it does that repeatedly, and I suspect that the little piston that's inside there is getting stuck or something. You can rebuild it, but for the sake of what, I think this cost me 30 quid, something like that, 20-30 quid, you may as well just get a new one. The next thing that will be done in a few weeks is the thermostat. So here is the thermostat. I know it looks cheap, and that's probably because it is. I'm quite sure this is an eBay special. But obviously the one that's got on is throwing codes up at the minute, so it's worth getting changed. And seeing as I'm going to change it anyway, because I'm changing the reservoir tank, the little thermostat thing that's in the bottom of the reservoir tank, and the top pipe. Because I'm doing all of that anyway, I may as well do it all at once. So I'm doing the reservoir, the top pipe, this, the heat control valve, and yeah, should be getting some new coolant in. If the coolant is bad, I think I am going to give it a flush. But yeah, it should be quite a fun little job, and we'll get a lot done in the process. And it sort of concretes it, because if you know BMWs, then you'll realise that the coolant system isn't very good, and if we can replace it, then we will. That's why I'm doing it now, rather than it coming to the point where I'm stranded at the side of the road and I've got to do it. So that'll be done in a few weeks. But before I babble on anymore, let's get on with this side indicator installation and the rear plate light installation. Okay, so essentially what we're doing here is just pulling this forward and springing it off, so it should look something like this. So we're trying to push on this spring here so that we can release from this little groove here. So if worse comes to worse, you might have to get a screwdriver with a bit of cloth on the end. Usually helps, but in this instance it has just come out for us quite nicely. And while we're here and while it's out, we have some quick detailing. We may as well just clean this a little bit up, because we're never going to get the chance to clean this again once that's on. So now all you do with these is a twist and a pull, or is it a push? No, it's a twist and a pull, like normal. Cool. So that's exposed our bulb. So there's a little clip that you pry down on there, push that down, and that releases this little thing here. But now we have a problem, and I noticed this with a lot of these sort of Chinese aftermarket-y products, that you've got to be careful of is inside there, the metal prongs tend to bend. You've just got to try and line them up. I think I've straightened them, but the two metal prongs inside, they've got to be straight. And now, most importantly, before we do anything, we want to make sure it works. So we're going to put our hazards on and see what happens.
Oh, they look bigger.
Goes bang. Don't say that.
They do look bigger than the old ones.
Or have you got the tape back?
No, I think they're just working out. They do work.
So we know the work, now we can work on getting them back inside the slot. Let's try and get all this plasticky stuff off. But I don't get it because you're supposed to slide it. So an issue that we're having is one of the things that's been sent. As you can see, this is a lot wider than this, and I dare even say there's a bit more of a groove in this one than there is this one. That's why this isn't going on correctly. So this is why we're having to use the Dremel to trim it down on both sides and then try and make a bit more of a gap there to stick it in.
So here he is again, Dremel on the other side.
I'm past the point of the term where I'm not going to get a refund anyway, even if I wanted, so I may as well.
So he's just thinking, screw it now. So the first side doesn't fit, but he's proceeding anyway. You happy with yourself?
Should be better than the other side.
Moment of truth, how's his Dremel works? Probably not. That side worked.
Sorry.
I'll give you that.
Sorry.
Yeah, that side worked, but the other side didn't, did it?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have to Dremel a bit more.
Yeah, I think it's a smart ass now. Oh, I did something with my Dremel. Oh. Look at him. Gets a Dremel and has to use it for the minor thing. This is the Bod Mechanic 5000. And you wait, it's still not fit.
She's on. She is on.
There we go. There we go, so he's done it, you know. Props to you, I admit. You know, you done well, you used your Dremel.
I used my initiative, not only my Dremel. Now, onto the
Keep it in.
rear plate lights.
Let's go.
Right then guys, so these are the plate lights. As you can see, it's all built into one. Some of you will notice that it's a bit different to your regular ones. As your regular ones, it's like a connection that you plug in, whereas these, it's just 2 prongs where the bulb would go. So, as you can see, this is what we've currently got in. Just your standard bulbs, but the casings come off. So we're going to be replacing that with those plastic ones. Okay, so first things first, we want to get this bulb out. Goes. That is a big spider. I'm going to dispose of him somehow. I give to you my gardening gloves. I hate spiders. Okay, so turns out the pins have bended themselves in too much, but now we have 2 working LED plate lights.